Professional wrestling legend, big dude too. If you know anything about Mick Foley, you don't have to. We don't have to tell you how good of an amazing storyteller he is. He's written several best-selling books, gone into stand-up comedy, where he spins amazing stories. He's here for the Calgary Comic Entertainment Expo. We're thrilled to have him stop by the Breakfast Television studio this morning. And Mick, you were just telling me that you have a strong connection to Calgary's Heart wrestling family. You're considered an honorary Heart.
By some of the Hearts have said we consider you an honorary Heart.
That's nice.
If you saw me wincing on TV, I just saw the monitor and I realized just how bad I look at 7 a.m. That was a shock to me. Yeah, but this here's a picture I just gave you. This is my son. Dewey, when he was, I guess, 4 or 5 years old now, and he's now, and I don't. What? And the reason he cut it out is because there was a photo bomb of the Undertaker walking by the background. Okay. And now, in retrospect, like that's a good photo bomb to have. But yeah, I always love the Hearts and look forward to coming to Calgary to get together with them. So I'll. After I do my thing at the expo, like I've got, I'll be catching up with some of the family, which will be a lot of fun.
This is a strong Calgary connection. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Strong.
I mean, you, a pro wrestling book author.
I look this bad.
Well, come on. No, but I mean, you must love people. You know what I mean? Like, you must love people to do all that stuff.
Not this early in the morning. I didn't love you for a fact when I woke up. No, this is fun. You know, it's 2 days and people are really thrilled. I honestly didn't know how big this expo had grown until I read about it last night. I remember when it was in its infancy. Yeah. And so it's great that people will be coming around. I realized it was big when there were people boarding the plane in Minneapolis for Calgary. Like when you're going to you know, crossing countries to go to an expo. It's big. And then, of course, the Neil Patrick Harris news. It just made me feel inadequate, you know. I'll be looking at Neil's line, and I'll be like, I was thrown off a huge steel structure.
I think Neil's line might be a different line than your line, right?
Not necessarily.
No,
well,
really? Okay.
You know what? There's always this interesting crossover. And I noticed in my program, it says, you know, Mick Foley, WWE Hall of Fame. Avatar, The Last Airbender, because I did the voice of the boulder, and so I'll have people running up, and they'll, you know, some of them love what I did for WWE, and others will be like, "Can you do an imitation of the boulder for me?" And I'll go, "The boulder is conflicted," and then they're just really happy about it. Yeah,
that's cool. When you look back, like we just rolled some video of you during your wrestling days. When you look back at that, fond memories must be, from the camaraderie between the athletes to the whole sport itself connected with fans, right?
That is a bold choice in ties.
This is for the Calgary Flames.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Flames are Game 2 of the series. And I know you were saying you're an Islanders fan, right?
Islanders,
Taking on Washington right now.
I grew up as a huge Islanders fan. The arena's shutting down, the Nassau Coliseum. So I'll have to go to try to check out a game and one last WWE event at the end of this month. And a lot of history in that building.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I'll be actively rooting against you guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But getting back to your connection with the fans, I mean, like, that's awesome. I mean, to be that connected, where people in the airport in Minneapolis, to people in Calgary, to people in maybe San Diego, everyone connecting with you.
It's nice because when I retired from full-time wrestling, when I retired for real, the first time, I thought I'd have a shelf life of about a year or two, and I never really thought that, you know, 15 years later I'd be, you know, like doing these type of things. So anytime people line up, now granted, it won't be the Neil Patrick Harris line, but the Mick Foley line, I think, will be well represented. And I'll look better. I'll pep up. I'll have a couple of cups of coffee. I'm not going to look like, I'll be wearing the exact same clothes, don't get me wrong, but I'll somehow look more vibrant.
The self-deprecation that you're doing, is this kind of your stand-up comedy stuff too? Or is this kind of where you go with it? Or?
It's a lot. No, it's a braggadocio.
Okay.
No. I mean, that came across like when I was doing writing, and I guess, it's been said that the difference between a comic and a wrestler plays their strengths, whereas someone on stage, I do more. It's more of a storytelling show, but you kind of play to your weaknesses and make people empathize with you, and I've got plenty of weaknesses.
Oh, man, Mick Foley, thank you so much for coming by. You can meet Mick at the Calgary Comic Entertainment Expo at BMO Center Stampede Park today at 3:30, tomorrow at 4:15, and then I guess after tomorrow you're going to be hanging out with the Hart family a little bit.
I will, yeah. I'm going to be
awesome.
hanging out with Dynamite, meeting up Dynamite Kid's daughter. And tonight I'll have dinner with Trish Stratus and Leda. So it's great when you see familiar faces. And then I was asked by Lindsay Hart, hey, will you have time to hang out with some of the Harts? I'm like, I always have time for the Harts. You know, always have time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
that.
Mick.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Go Flames.
Big
Go
dude.
Flames.
Go Flames. You heard it right here.